Hey guys, Alex here with another review. Today we're doing quite possibly the best show of the year. Steen Wolf from PWG. I heard a lot about this show going into it, and I could not wait to watch it. Finally arrived in the whale after a week of waiting, longest week of my life. So let's get right into it with the opener. Peter Avalon, Ray, Rosa, and Freddy Bravo versus Famous B, Chris Kadillak, and Candice LeRae. Two of these guys, or four of these guys, Ray, Rosa, Freddy, Bravo, Famous B, and Chris Kadillak, were kind of new to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. They were kind of local wrestlers, and great match. These guys really shined. I particularly like Chris Kadillak. That guy was a really good high flyer. Famous B was good. Ray, Rosa, and Freddy Bravo were alright. Nothing really special out of them. Candice LeRae was good. Really enjoyed this match. So this was fun. A lot of fun opener. There's one part where like all the wrestlers did like dives to the outside into each other. Very cool spot. Just a lot of fun. Kind of a comedy match, but some good wrestling in here. At one point, Chris Kadillak did like a shooting star press cannonball into the corner, which was really crazy spot to look at. Crowd was going pretty crazy for that. But great opener. Probably one of the best openers I've seen in a long time. 3 stars. Solid way to start the show. Next, we had probably the worst match of the night, which is Rocky Romero versus TJ Perkins. This was like a technical wrestling match, back and forth, submission holds here and there. But the problem was just the crowd didn't get into it. The crowd really hurt this match. They were just kind of, okay, full spots here, there, but it was just kind of slow. Nothing really happened, and that really hurt the match. Especially coming off like a really hot opener. But it was a fine match. Just it just didn't really do anything. That's the problem. But solid enough. 2 3/4 I give it. Next we had Fighting Taylor Boys versus the RockNES Monsters, and this match was incredible. A whole lot of fun. This made me a RockNES Monsters fan. Just these guys were incredible. Fighting Taylor Boys actually look really solid here. This is probably like one of the better matches they've been in. I've heard it, but a lot of fun. There's one spot where Johnny Yuma did a dive to the like a top rope splash to the outside. One of the Taylor boys, I think it was Brian Cage Taylor, did a power bomb to him like onto a chair. Then Johnny Yuma or Johnny Goodtime came over and broke it up. Did like a German suplex to the outside. They got like hit by a German suplex to the outside. Just a lot of crazy spots here. A lot of very very good back and forth action. It was kind of fun too because Chuck Taylor was there. Like you try to get involved in the match. Like he'd be standing on the apron, like looking like he's supposed to be like a tag partner. He's not. And it was just a lot of fun, really good. RockNES Monsters are now one of my favorite tag teams in PWG. I want to see these guys get a title shot in 2012 and maybe held the titles because they're very deserved, very fun, great match. 3 3/4, just almost a 4-star match, and that's speaking very highly. And this is the third match in the card, and it's already amazing. Next, we had Willie Mack versus Davey Richards. And again, big fan of Willie Mack. I was a fan of him the first time I saw him, and I was a fan of him in Bola. But I cannot put over how good Willie Mack is. The guy is incredibly talented for a guy his age. And Davey Richards is one of my favorite wrestlers in Ring of Honor and probably in the world right now. This was good. This was Davey's way of putting over Willie Mack, which is he'd hit Willie Mack and just encourage Willie Mack, get up, come on, keep going, keep going. And it really worked. Davey kind of played a little bit of a heel here, because the crowd wanted to see Willie Mack win, because he's the young guy, he's the up and comer, he's the underdog, and Willie Mack he took a lot of punishment. He dished out a good punishment. There's one part like where he got hit with a superplex, stood right back up, and it looked like that's all you got, Davey, and just great storytelling in this ring. This is probably one of Davey Richards' best storytelling matches I've seen in a while. But great match, and then afterwards, Dave Richards put over Willie Mack saying, we recognize you were a fan before. You'd be sitting out there in the crowd, and you earned my respect. He told the fans like, let's hear Willie Mack's name. 3 3/4 match, very very good. Glad to see Willie Mack getting pushed. He didn't get the win, but still getting pushed in the right direction. Love to see him in Ring of Honor soon. So keeping my fingers crossed for that one. Next, we had Los Luchas versus the Dynasty of Joey Ryan and Scorpio Sky. Good match, it was pretty fun. A couple good spots here. A lot of good tag team spots too. Crowd was into it. Crowd was really booing on Joey Ryan, I guess, because he showed up late to the show, and that like they announced that he was late, and like he showed up like right then too. So like the crowd was really hating on him. Los Luchas were pretty good. I've never seen these guys before, and like, I'm not a huge fan of them. I'm just not, I'm not crazy about them, but they're pretty good. Scorpio Sky and Joey Ryan, they were really good. But great match, solid, 3.5 stars. Really good tag match. Next, we had Chuck Taylor versus Ricochet. Now, these guys, the commentators mentioned how these guys are former rivals, and like they've had matches in, I think they had matches in PWG before, and they've also had a lot of matches in Dragon Gate USA and in Japanese promotion. But I've never seen Ricochet before, so this is my first time seeing him, so it was kind of a nice little treat for me. And these guys, they put on a great match. They started out with a little bit of comedy, like they were jumping for the title, which was hanging above the ring for the main event. And Chuck Taylor like played the cowardly heel for a little bit, screaming like a girl when Ricochet was having him a submission hold or something. It was very funny, good comedy here. Kind of reminded me of a Chikara match, But then he got a little more serious. He saw some good spots. Ricochet hitting his big high flying spots. Chuck Taylor had a few himself. I did a dive to the outside. It was really cool. Very entertaining match. The ending was great. I'm not gonna spoil it to you because I watched a review where they spoiled the ending and it kind of ruined it for me. But still, great match. Very, very entertaining. 4 stars. Highly. I think someone said that this was like, and this being like one of the best matches they've seen between the two of them. So pretty good match. Next we had, in my opinion, one of the best tag matches of the year. Young Bucks versus Future Shock. Just what a match. This was probably the Future Shock's best showing I've ever seen. These guys are an incredible tag team. They're definitely going to be a big tag team going into 2012. Young Bucks, top tag team in the year right now. They've really been running PWG. They're doing good in Ring of Honor, so can't put over how good they've gotten. They're good at telling a story now, which instead of just doing spot wrestling, they can actually like build up heat, like work a crowd good. So they've improved a great deal. And this match was just, you had good storytelling and you had just good spot matches. You had like a German suplex onto the ring apron. You had a sliced bread number 2 onto the apron. You had a super kick symphony, which was just incredible. Crowd was going crazy for that. Had some good submissions from the Future Shock, and just great match. Really, one thing that I liked about this was Davey was on commentary, so he helped, he's trying to help put over the Future Shock as, these are great 2 guys, these guys can be the next tag team champions, and I think that added a lot to the match, just him on a commentary alone. But great match, could not recommend it higher. This was probably my favorite tag match of the year, although I haven't seen the Kevin Steen Akira Tozawa versus El Generico Ricochet match. I need to see that. But this right here was, one of the best for me. 4.5 stars. Very, very good. Next, we had the main event. The match I was looking forward to ever since I heard about it. Kevin Steen, El Generico, a ladder match for the PWG World title. I heard just how violent this match was, and I was just like, going into it, I'm just like, okay, this is going to be a good match. This match was worse than I expected. This match was brutal as hell. Chuck Taylor said it best. He was on commentary for this match. He said, as much as these guys hate each other, whoever booked this match is a dick. And I gotta agree with him, man. These 2 guys killed each other. I've seen these guys. I saw the match with them in Final Battle. This was, I think, more violent. Just, they were willing to take big risks. They were backdrops on the ladders, power bombs off ladders onto another ladder. Just, good God. There was one spot where I just could not believe they did it. Looked like Generico when they broke his neck. And just insane spots. These guys legitimately risked their lives in this match. This was incredible. One of my favorite matches I've seen all year. And just the story element of having the Young Bucks interfere really set up for the next pay-per-view well. And then, of course, there's the big moment at the end of the match after Generico wins. Young Bucks challenge Kevin Steen to a match at the next show. Lights go out, and Super Dragon returns. Now, I've never seen Super Dragon before. I've heard about him. I've heard who Super Dragon is because of Botchamania, and heard about how dangerous he was, and just even I, going into this match, knew Super Dragon was returning. I've seen the video on YouTube. I've seen it already. I was still just like in awe of the moment because the crowd was great. The crowd was just screaming their head off for this guy, and just I even got myself like a little like, wow, this is a big moment, and just it was very very good. So all in all, with the match, the aftermatch, the commentary, which Chuck Taylor on commentary was hilarious. The guy, just put over all the big spots, just screaming like, Jesus, they're fucking killing each other. Really funny. It was entertaining. I'd watch it just for the commentary alone, if nothing else. But this was just all great. 4 3/4 for the match. 5 stars for the aftermatch segment with Super Dragon and then Kevin Steen. Giving a little moment with Generico, like he said, oh Generico, I don't agree with the match or results, but I knew we were gonna tear the roof off, and they did because the air conditioned duct where the title was being hung, Generico literally ripped it off when he pulled the title down. It was pretty funny, but this was an incredible match. All in all, I give this match 9 stars or 9.75. Sorry, out of 10. This is the show of the year. This is incredible. It has something for everyone. It has good tag team wrestling. It has good entertaining 6-man. It has a kind of a comedy match. It has some high flying. It has a great main event, great brutal main event. It has some technical wrestling. It has something for everyone. You owe it to yourself to watch this. If you're not a fan of PWG, I've just now turned into a fan. You owe it to yourself to watch the show. You will not be disappointed. Well worth your money. Cannot recommend it higher. But this is definitely my favorite show of the year. Even better than Money in the Bank. Just cannot recommend this show any higher. That's it for now. Subscribe, comment, like, do all the other stuff. Take care.